Welcome to Redtastic. Story 1. Am I the a-hole for refusing to lower my baby daddy's child support? So, my baby daddy is ordered to pay close to $1,000 in child support a month for our one child, 3.5. Now, long story short, that amount was agreed upon during our divorce because he had a job at the time that could easily afford that, and since he left our child home alone at 17 months, I got awarded sole legal and physical custody, and he gets visitation. This all happened around the 18-month mark of our daughter's life. Fast forward 2 years, and this man has left job after job and keeps taking jobs making much less to avoid paying child support. It's been put into the system. He's even been to court and threatened with jail. Now fast forward to a couple weeks ago, and he called me asking me about lowering the child support. He said that they would be taking $281 from him weekly and that he would be left with basically nothing. Side note, he owes over $15,000 in back pay and over $3,000 in medical expenses and still hasn't filed taxes for 2 years. He also hasn't seen our daughter in over 2 months, nor calls to check on her, etc. I've told him to just give away his rights, but he refuses. So I got frustrated with him and told him how I've been trying my hardest to keep my cool with him. But him calling me and asking me this is making me mad. I've told him I could care less if he gets it lowered. I have a master's degree and am a government contractor, so I make good money, but that I would not be the one to request it to be lowered. He would have to. He claims the child support office never responds to him, etc. We go back to court in May to make sure he's paying, and I know he's worried about jail. He also does struggle a lot and had to move back in with his sister because he makes basically nothing. I do feel bad that he can't get ahead because of this when I can take care of my daughter without him, but for me it's the principle of it too. I would be more than fine for him to relinquish his rights and remove himself from mine and her life. But he said he would a couple times, then changes his mind. You're not the a-hole here, OP. Your ex brought this all on himself. From everything you've said, it's obvious he's irresponsible and doesn't really care about his child. But he also doesn't want to relinquish his right, possibly out of pride. It's unfortunate that he is struggling financially because of the child support. But a good parent provides. They don't try to scheme their way out of their responsibilities. He signed up for this the moment he had a child with you. You don't need to do anything about this. If he doesn't want to relinquish his rights as you suggested, then he should go to court and have his child support lowered on his own. Now for some comments. Not the a-hole. Also, you should realize that if he gets the child support down, he will magically start earning his old salary and more the year after. And he will not volunteer that information until he is forced to share the information in an expensive lawsuit on your dime. So if he goes to court and he does get it down, demand that he shows annual proof of income in the exact amount that he is supposed to have done the tax return. Not the a-hole. It's not your responsibility to get this figured out for him. The child support officer never responds to him sounds like an excuse, to be honest. He's in the situation he is in because of his own choices. Not giving up rights, quitting a job, and intentionally seeking out a lower paying one, etc. If I were you, I wouldn't take his call next time and leave any talk of support for court. If he wants to discuss visitation, he can do that over text. Not the a-hole. He is choosing to try to manipulate and guilt you. Do not give in. If they give him jail time, then let him go to jail. He hasn't filed taxes because he knows you would get money that way. He's working low-paying jobs even though he has the potential to work higher-paying one on purpose. He is choosing to be nothing in life. He is choosing to child support his child. It is absolutely the principle. Do not lower it. Do not agree to have it lowered. Actions have consequences. That money is owed to your daughter. Let the courts do whatever they want to do, but absolutely not lower it. Story 2. Am I the a-hole for refusing to home my biological son? I, 32 male, just found out I had a son 3 months ago. He is 11 and is currently living with his grandparents. I met his mom in college. We slept together like 3 times. We never had a relationship. I flew to the Netherlands where I met my current spouse. We've been married for 5 years now. In October 2021, a friend of ours told me that this girl died due to apoplexy. I felt sorry for her since she was not too much older than me. Her mom contacted me while I was back in my country to let me know this child was mine and explained that her daughter got pregnant but didn't say anything because I had just left. So I requested a DNA test. I was aware I had done it with her and he is 100% my son. So I was shocked but happy, but worried all at the same time. So I asked him what he wanted to do and he said he didn't know me and all I was good for was to pay child support. So I respected his choice and started paying. In January, after 3 weeks of our arrangement, he called me to tell me he changed his mind and wanted to live with me. I knew this was gonna be difficult but said yes. My husband supported me and was willing to adopt him. His step-legal dad was willing to give up his parental rights, but the condition was that we had to stay in my country. I live in the Netherlands. Because he wanted to be near his grandparents, but I said that wasn't possible because my life is in Netherlands. But he refused, so we agreed that I would only pay child support and had the right to visit to create a bond gradually. 8 days ago, he called me, I'm at home, to say that he wanted to live with me and had the right to, but demanded it must be in his. More recently, like 4 days ago, he told me he was willing to move to the Netherlands, but I said no, because I didn't know if this would even work if he decided to come here, because he has been throwing some homophobic comments and sent me some Bible verses about homosexuality. His grandparents are religious and homophobic. He and his grandparents have been calling me every day to remind me this is my responsibility and I can't cowardly run away from it like before. I was excited about the idea at the beginning, but then he started doing these things. I mean, he is old enough to know when he hurts someone. I can't move to my country because gay marriage isn't allowed and we are expecting a child that will be delivered in 5 months. If we go there, our family won't be safe. And even if he moves here, I don't know if it would work because of his hate speech. They're calling me the a-hole for refusing. My parents said I'm a terrible father because I'm picking my new family over my biological son. And even thrown the comment, the new one isn't even yours. It's my partner's DNA. So am I the a-hole here? Edit. Added more information cause some people are kinda confused. This is a tough situation, OP. You are right to refuse moving to a country unsafe for your orientation, especially with homophobic relatives. Your son is 11. There is still time to help him unlearn those views and see there is nothing wrong with you. It will take patience, but that's part of being a parent. Try to meet him when you can, get to know each other, and build that bond gradually. You're not a coward, your partner and baby are family too. Just find a way to include your son in that picture, and if it's too hard, don't force it. Make sure he's cared for and understands why you had to leave. Now for some comments. Is there some way you can actually spend time with him and get to know him? That is, could he come and visit you for a holiday in the Netherlands? It sounds like at the moment you've only talked on the phone, and that's not really a good way to get to know someone properly. Give him a chance. He's only 11 and he's being influenced by homophobic grandparents. No a-holes here. I say not the a-hole. You didn't just abandon this kid. His mom never told you he existed. His grandparents didn't notify you until you were in the country. If he wants to live with you, he will have to move. Sucks for him, but you're literally married and have a life in another country. You say your country doesn't allow gay marriage, so it's not even a safe country for you. The kid not understanding all this is normal, but his grandparents and your family are a-holes for the way they are acting. Not the a-hole. Regardless of what country you're in, you need to gradually build a relationship, not just flip-flop between all or nothing. You're letting a child dictate terms for a relationship when he is not able to make mature decisions. The homophobic bullshit and accusatory speech he is saying to you is simply saying what he hears his grandparents saying. Consider that you have a responsibility to protect this child and to guide him. Bringing him into your life is not going to be just fun and games, but you can't blame him for being how he is. He has been shaped by who raised him. Story 3. Am I the a-hole for trying to replace my son as my grandchildren's father figure? My 68 male's son, 44, found out a couple years ago that his wife had an affair and that their youngest, 10 male, isn't his biologically. He was 6 years old at the time. He has 2 other children, 17 male and 13 female, that are his biologically. Since then, he and his ex-wife have gotten a divorce, and he has partial custody over his 2 biological children, while his ex has full custody of the youngest. The youngest was, needless to say, devastated when the man he knew as his father suddenly stopped showing him any kind of affection and said he wasn't his father anymore. He still has a very anxious attachment style as far as I've observed, and he's been in therapy for 3 years now. He has problems at school, and I'm pretty sure he's being bullied for it. His oldest became distant with him after this. He was 13 at the time, and you can see pretty clearly that he's less affectionate with his father than he used to be. After a while, he started asking me to help him with things that he would normally ask his father for. And he started coming over a lot more after school. Honestly, I'm pretty sure he has dinner with grandma and grandpa more often than he does either of his parents. 10 male still comes around to our house pretty often too. Since the divorce, I've noticed 13 female pull away from her parents as well. A year or 2 after the divorce, she asked my wife to take her shopping for a Christmas dress, for example. It all came to a head in the past couple of weeks. First, it was 17 male's graduation. My wife and I were invited, and he pretty much ignored his dad the whole time. Then apparently he posted a picture of me and him to his Instagram with a caption that says something like, "Couldn't have done it all without the man who made me a man." After that, it was the fact that his Boy Scout troop does this canoeing trip over Father's Day weekend, and he invited me to come instead of his dad. My son complained to me that he barely has a relationship with his kids now, and he thinks I'm horning in on his role as their father. My wife reads all these psychology articles, and she says it's because after he dropped 10 male, his other 2 didn't trust him anymore, and they pre-abandoned him. My daughter thinks I should probably let them sort it out amongst themselves and stop giving them another option so that they have no choice but to work things out. Am I the a-hole? Now for some comments. You're not the a-hole. You are showing up as 10 male's grandfather. The others, as you say, have formed a bond with you because you have shown yourself reliable unconditionally, which is what children need. Well done. As for your daughter's advice to effectively abandon the children now to let them sort it out, why would you take such cruel advice when your instincts are loving and kind? Not the a-hole. Your son showed all of the children that love is unconditional and arbitrary. I agree that they are pre-abandoning him, and he deserves it. They don't trust him. They have seen what he did to their sibling and the pain that it caused. I doubt they trust their mother either, since her actions precipitated this. You are doing a good thing by stepping up and being present for all of them. They need stability and certainty in their lives and their family relationships, and you are providing that. Not the a-hole as far as I'm concerned. This is now all about the kids, their health, safety, and development. You cannot abandon them also. Talk to your son. Tell him that you understand that he's hurting. Please ask him to consider going to therapy with you. That said, tell it like it is. You know that your ex-wife caused enormous pain for all of them, but beg him to not put you in the position of hurting the kids more. If you abandon those kids now, don't you think that they will just blame dad for that too? It doesn't help him win them over. Dad is already hurting. Hurting the kids won't fix that.